So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The give to the back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Etienne. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Now they'll run the draw. Spins away from the defense. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Now he's going to break the pocket. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. BC back to work after picking up the first down. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Dropping back, it's Lanning. Catch in the middle, it's LeBoy. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. NC State going up tempo.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's LeBoy. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air, it's Lanning. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. There he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking for a man. It's Lanning. Pulls it in. It's Stevens. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam lineup. Just steamrolling the defense. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to run, it's Stevens. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Takes the handoff. It's Stevens. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stevens. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going for 6. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Van Dyke. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can
turning it on. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Hauls it in. Across the 25, he's got more. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Big fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. That's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Breaks into the open. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Looking for room. It's Walton. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding runner.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Gain of 16. That's a 1st down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Van Dyke. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the 1st half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Van Dyke.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Open space at the 25. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run?
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
From the gun. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's got it. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some...
There he goes! Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the first down.
LSU with the first and 10. Take a break to check him out. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Boston College.
LSU lining up first and goal. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
LSU 21, Boston College 14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Walton. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Oh, sweet feet. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stop it. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Play action. Quick strike complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Van Dyke.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. We're going to leave that open. Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Got the 1st down, looking for more.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Van Dyke. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the 1st. It's got a fresh set of downs.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The give out of the gun. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
he's going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got room on the return. Inside the 10.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And
let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On the move. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Off the RPO, complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. On the ground with the counter. Running into the open space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys, and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection by this offense. Fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. He's got him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, going to the air. Got it! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on fourth and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up first and goal.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using...
Touchdown, Eagles! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in again.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, third down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got fourth and very short. And what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, Dave.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, and they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all three timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Rush is on him. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense got it through the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, get around the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Power football with the run. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
He's trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick an extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Van Dyke. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
This time he's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And it's no good. He missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the back. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. And man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Stanford's offense is on the field for the first time today. Complete to open the drive. Stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
To the air on second down. The throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Going to the running game. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Plows through the defense. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Manziel. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Boston College's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Runs through the tackle. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to barge their way in. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You know what? That's a bit of a trick play. Give it to the big guy. Let him tote that rock to the house.
It's a trick in college football now to even have a fullback in the game. Give it to the big fella. I'll tell you what, that's like tackling a tree stump. All legs, just big, stocky guy. Get in the end zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Finds a man by himself. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Walton. And some room to work. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. One final play before the end of the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side now. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They'll run it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to run it to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
and just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll give it to the back. Just ran him over. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.